Breakups are tough, and the aftermath is frequently much harder to handle. Is he already over me? You might be thinking. You may experience radio silence, see things on social media, or read words in various ways. In either case, you're perplexed. You believe that for closure, you need clarity. Therefore, we're going to go over the main indications that your ex is over you in this video and discuss how to handle everything. Should you care if your ex is over you? Therefore, I want you to consider the question, does it really matter, before we look at the indicators your ex is over you. And I'm aware that your first thought is probably yes right now. You're in pain. Perhaps even obsession. And the reason for that isn't because you're crazy or have lost your mind. It makes great sense and is, in many ways, sensible. To help you understand it better and to help you wrap your head around it, we're going to look at the signals your ex is over you. But it is the only justification. Is he already done with me? How can I handle it? How do I convince him to return? How can I rekindle his desire for me? All of these inquiries are neither healthy nor productive. Therefore, we don't want the situation to get worse. You don't really want your thoughts to go in this route. It should be more like, it doesn't matter any longer if he is over me or not. We were wrong. Some aspects of the relationship were essentially incorrect. We are in this situation as a result. I have to face the fact that we are no longer a couple. It's best that way. 14 signs that your ex has moved on and doesn't want you back. Number 1. Your ex never returns your calls or texts. If he ignores your calls and messages days after your split, this is typical. Perhaps he needs some distance and time. Even if you phone your ex every day for weeks and months and they never pick up, it will be obvious that they no longer want to talk to you if they do not even bother to see your messages on Messenger. Number 2. You are blocked or the person's mobile number changes. Your ex does not want you to contact him or her any longer if you are blocked on Facebook and in his or her phone book. To ensure that you cannot reach him, he can even change contact information. When this occurs, be considerate of the person's privacy and cease trying to reach out to them. Number 3. Your belongings are all returned. If you still love your ex after a breakup, it can be challenging to return their belongings because doing so would be equivalent to letting them go permanently. This is why it can be a hint that your ex is already letting you go if they give you the things you gave them. Number 4. Your efforts are not proving to be sufficient. After weeks or months, if it still seems like your ex isn't interested in getting back together with you despite your best efforts, you should stop. You are merely embarrassing yourself. The person wouldn't ignore you for a long period of time if they still wanted you back because they couldn't bear the pressure. Number 5. Your ex doesn't try to make things right. It is a telltale sign if, over the course of weeks and months, your ex never tries to get you back or even just tells you how much they miss you. The person wants to be totally free from you and is unwilling to do anything that can reignite your love for one another. Number 6. He sighs and says, "I'm exhausted." A person will no longer be keen to maintain a connection if they have become weary of it. Therefore, cease pushing for a reconciliation if your ex says that he or she is tired and does not want to get back together. You'd better give him or her some space and rest time. Number 7. You are no longer welcomed by the family. You typically become a member of the family if you are welcomed into your boyfriend or girlfriend's home. Therefore, they would advise you to make up any time you two disagreed. Even with their support, you could win him or her over again. However, if the family has become distant from you this time, it may be because your ex made it clear to them that he does not want to get back together with you. Number 8. Your ex is not eager to see you. If your ex still loves you, he would jump at the chance to see you again. But if your ex refuses despite numerous invites to dinner or coffee, it indicates that he is not interested in you. Number 9. Your ex seems annoyed and unimpressed to see you. What about slamming into each other by accident? After a few weeks or months of being apart, if your ex approaches you and acts bored and irritated, it likely signifies they are no longer interested in talking to or seeing you. That moment would be special and emotional for the person if they still cared. Number 10. He or she openly announces a new date on social media. If your ex still loves you, even after you split up, they would not want you to suffer. Because they want to reconcile, they wouldn't do anything that would entirely alienate you. However, if he is upfront about dating someone else and is dating someone else, then you are no longer in the picture. It's equivalent to suggesting that someone is available, single, and free to like anyone. Number 11. It doesn't matter if you start dating someone new. Similar to how your ex is already over you if they don't appear to care if you've found someone else. If he still cares, he will often express anger or resentment in a direct or indirect manner. She might challenge you about it, which might even get him or her to reveal that they are worried about losing you to someone else. Number 12. You are informed that you deserve a better person. This cliched phrase is frequently spoken before leaving someone. Typically, a person will utilize this defense to absolve themselves of responsibility for hurting another person. A person who sincerely values their lover will strive to earn their affection. So, if your ex consistently does this to you whenever you try to get back together, you need to exercise caution. Number 14. He or she appears pleased and happy in their current situation. If your ex's breakup with you wasn't a loss for him or her, it would be evident in his or her aura. Yes, it is normal for them to miss you, but if they appear to be happy and at peace without you, perhaps they believe that calling it quits was the right thing to do. If the person does not appear anxious, depressed, or lifeless, the typical indicators when someone is going through a difficult time, you can know this. Number 14. You weren't selected. Clearly, whoever is picked when a decision must be made between you and another person is the one who is in possession of your ex's heart. If the other person is chosen over you, you will know whether your ex-partner is still interested in you or not. When your ex's love for you ends, life does not end. There are still many good reasons to continue living. Don't dwell on your setback. Instead, give thanks for your blessings and appreciate those who are still at your side. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and tell your friends about it so we can keep making them. Click the subscribe button to see more videos like this one, and don't forget to activate the notification bell. Check out our other videos as well if you haven't already. Thank you for watching.